Matinee basketball in Roseville this afternoon. Sam Ekstrom with you on CTN Sports. The Coon Rapids Cardinals taking on the Maranatha Mustangs in girls hoops on a snowy Tuesday afternoon in the Twin Cities. It's the Roseville Holiday Classic, and this kicks off 4 games this afternoon going into the evening. Coon Rapids from the Northwest Suburban, Maranatha from the Skyline Conference. And they'll battle in a inter-class battle. Maranatha, Section 5 in AA. Coon Rapids, Section 7 in 4A. The Cardinals wearing black with red trim. Maranatha wearing white wins the tip, and they score immediately. Audrey Daler making it 2-0 with a set play off the tip, well executed by Tyler Coley's bunch. Nearly a carry there. Coon Rapids with the basketball. Ball handoffs beyond the perimeter. There's Washburn passing to the corner. Camille Washburn back to Delana Washburn, who pours in the 3. The Washburns doing good work there. And a 3 on the other end from Kenzie Simmons off the iron. No good. Collected by Casey Beck, the sophomore. For the Cardinals, 1 sophomore, 1 junior, 3 seniors in their starting lineup. They're looking for win number 1 this season, an 0-6 record coming in, 0-4 in conference play, 0-2 in non-conference games, which this classifies as. Coon Rapids with the 3-2 lead and the basketball. Washburn pulls up from the elbow, skies one off the back rim, deflected around, an offensive board by Alex Schmidt. She twists and turns and has it stolen by Simmons. Outlet pass is intercepted by Washburn, and she steers back the other way. It was ripped away by Sophia Ash Johnson, another giveaway, and Maranatha has the basketball. 90 seconds played in this one. At the elbow, Ash Johnson over to Chloe Jarnot. Now in the corner along 2, Salberg Thornton. The senior makes it 4-3. Maranatha, AA power for many years. They made 9 consecutive state tournament appearances from 2010 to 2018. None the last 3 years, however. There's a 3 on the way from Beck. It's no good. Loose ball, though. The Cardinals have another offensive rebound and another chance. Washburn in the half court. Works it down low. Schmidt, the turnaround. Missed everything. Rebound by Daler. And the senior moves it up the floor. 3 on the way. Straight on. It's good from Jarnot. And it's 7-3. Jarnot, one of their leading scorers at over 9 points per game. A junior, gives the Mustangs a 4-point lead. Delana Washburn firing off to Brownell. She pulls up from 17. That's no good. Another Cardinals offensive rebound. Beck, top of the key, Washburn. 3 was online, but no good. Offensive rebounding, a strength for the Cardinals, trying to take advantage of these second chance points. Ripped away by Maranatha. Good ball movement up the floor. Daler's double teamed and she traveled. 14:57 remaining. A 7-3 Mustang lead. Cardinals basketball a little bit sloppy up and down the floor in the opening 3 minutes. Cardinals winless in conference along with Osseo, the bottom of the Northwest Suburban. Maranatha 4-3 record. It's their 8th consecutive non-conference game to begin the year. They play a tough non-conference slate against a handful of 4A teams. They've got Egan tomorrow and Coon Rapids right now. There's the scoop by Washburn, left short of the rim. And Maranatha the other way. Pull up 3, Jarnot, halfway down. Loose ball, Ash Johnson in the corner. And now underneath. Hooked in by London Salberg Thornton, who averages almost 9 points per game, has 4. And it's 9-3 Maranatha. They have a first-year coach, Tyler Coley, the former Minneapolis Washburn coach. Speaking of Washburn, the pass down low to Washburn is kicked away. It'll remain with Coon Rapids. Delana Washburn, their lone field goal in the opening 4:06. It was a 3-ball. 7-0 run right now for Maranatha. Washburn, another 3. Got another one. And that cuts the deficit in half. Delana Washburn, the 5'4" senior. 9-6 game. Crossover by Jarnot. Tries from near the perimeter. Had it blocked. No foul. And Washburn now with a chance to tie the game or pull within 1. Pump fake by Camille Washburn. Got all the way to the rack and scores. The Washburns have comprised all 8 points. For Coon Rapids, it's 9-8. Left wing, Maranatha controls. They average 68.6 points per game. There's Daler on the dribble, ran into traffic and drew the foul. The first foul called. Almost 5 minutes into the game, it'll be a shooting foul. Delana Washburn committing the foul. Audrey Daler at the line, averages over 6 per game. She has 3. Maranatha coming off a big loss against St. Paul Como Park, giving up 98 in that game. Humbling defeat, their most points allowed this year. Largest margin of defeat this year by 36. They have wins against Regis, Cretin-Durham Hall, Minneapolis South, and St. Paul Central. And Daler now will try another. (11-8) the score. Daler goes 2 for 2, and Washburn now facing some pressure from Daler. Into the corner it goes for Brownell. Brownell tried to slice through Mustangs. It was stolen by Jarnot. 3-ball. Daler offline, and it can't be saved by Autumn Lenari, who's now in the game for the Mustangs. It's Coon Rapids basketball. 12:48 to go, first half. Hawley and Egan, the game to follow this one. And those two teams will respectively play Coon Rapids and Maranatha in tomorrow's festivities. 4 more on the 29th. Jump shot good for Alex Schmidt, and it's a 1-point game. Quality response here by the Cardinals after falling behind, but Lenari pours in a 3 from the left corner. One of 2 Lenaris on the roster. Autumn, the sophomore, makes it 14-10. Washburn to Washburn. Here's Camille. Dribble drive on Daler. Kick out 3, no good from Brownell. Rebounded by Sahlberg Thornton. Here's Daler, baseline drive, scooped it over to Jarnot. Mid-range, no. And a Cardinals rebound. That's Jenny Natambwe. Natambwe, their leading scorer with almost 12 a game, and there's another 3, the Cardinals lighting it up. Camille Washburn now with 5. She and Delana have 3 threes combined. Back to a 1-point margin. Good passing. And a foul on Sahlberg Thornton. The high-low with Ash Johnson. And Sahlberg Thornton goes to the line. She has 4 already. 11:30 to go in the first half. Maranatha 3 of 3 at the line. Sahlberg Thornton, season high of 19. Accomplished against Cretin-Durham Hall in a victory. It's another 4A team Maranatha has defeated. 16-13, there's a pass down low and blocked by Ash Johnson. It'll remain with the Cardinals. Sophia Smith in the game, lobs it in to Natambwe. The senior all the way to the rim is fouled. Sahlberg Thornton caught a piece. Sahlberg Thornton with her first. Jenny Natambwe at the line. Big scorer for this team last year as well, with 16 per game. Misses both. Maranatha pushing the pace. And a block on Camille Washburn. Tom Wico calling out defensive instructions. Maranatha's caught them a couple times off of misses in those fast breaks. Scooped up and in. Tough move by Sophia Ash Johnson. A freshman with a lot of talent and a bright future. Her first points of the game. And it's back to 18-13. Lead has been as large as 6 for Maranatha. They've only trailed 3-2. Pinballs around in the corner. Smith got rid of it. Now down low. Brownell is blocked and a foul. Kenzie Simmons can't believe it. Either can Tyler Coley. They're saying she was reaching over the top. So the first on Simmons and the free throw no good. Coon Rapids 0 for 3 at the stripe. Now 0 for 4, and the rebound hauled in by Sahlberg Thornton. Here's Jarnot. Coon Rapids allows 69 points per game this season. There's a left-handed finish by Sahlberg Thornton. Great start for her with 8. Now the largest Maranatha lead of 7. Washburn left it short. Sahlberg Thornton the outlet to Kenzie Simmons. Simmons pulls up, triple, short. Offensive board, Jarnot. In the paint, Simmons, right hand, short again. Natambwe, the rebound, and she is fouled. 10 minutes left in the first half on the nose. Sophie Alm in the game for Maranatha committed that foul. 7-point deficit for the Cardinals. Cardinals coming off a 66-46 loss at Forest Lake. Got 16 from Beck, 11 from Camille Washburn in that game. Another Coon Rapids turnover, and Maranatha trying to extend the lead. A miss by Sahlberg Thornton would have given her double figures already in the first quarter of this basketball game. And Natambwe stepped out of bounds. Back to the Mustangs. Daler will enter, replacing Jarnot, who gets a breather. 9:38 to go, first half. Harmony Thomas off for Autumn Lenari. Sahlberg Thornton. Another tough finish, and she has 10. In double figures, and on track for maybe her best of the year. Another takeaway. Taylor all alone. Missed the layup. The lead remains 9, but it's thrown out of bounds by Casey Beck, and a timeout called by Tom Wico. Getting a little helter-skelter for Coon Rapids right now. 9:06 remaining in the first half. And a 9-point Maranatha lead, their largest. Maranatha last season, 14-4, 8-2 in the Skyline. Won a pair of playoff games and lost to Southwest Christian 77-46 in the semifinals, denying them a state tournament for the third consecutive year. They lost one of their top scorers, Malia White, but they returned Kayla Griffin and Chloe Jarnot. Now, Griffin is their leading scorer. She is not present today, so Maranatha is shorthanded without their senior Griffin, who averages almost 17 per game, averaged 19 last year. You can tell, though, what the Mustangs' style is. They're not afraid to shoot the three. They like to push the pace. And they seem very connected offensively as Jarnot with a three again. Her second triple, the team's third, and it's a double-digit lead for Maranatha. Washburn nearly carried it, found an open teammate in the paint. Alex Schmidt with the bucket. She has 4, and it's a 10-point differential. Past the halfway mark of the first half. Harmony Thomas in some trouble, and she gave it away. Coon Rapids turns it right back. Kenzie Simmons. Simmons, uncontested, left hand is good. And Simmons on the score sheet. Every starter has now scored for Maranatha. A 12-point lead. Tight window pass, now tapped out. A three on the way from Beck, no good. And a rebound corralled by Jarnot. Jarnot, beautiful pass to Simmons. The kick out, the three. Thomas, no. Simmons runs in for the rebound. Jarnot the cutter. Kicks out again to Thomas. No good again. Thomas a couple opportunities on that possession. And the Cardinals will try to slow things down. Maranatha trying to speed things up and trying to get the Cardinals disorganized, and it's worked so far. 7:34 to go in the first half. Coming in for the Cardinals, Camille Washburn, Carolyn Brownell, a couple starters. Four starters plus Ntambwe. On the floor for the Cardinals. Harmony Thomas, a little too tight on the defense, a foul, the fourth team on Maranatha. First on Thomas. No real foul trouble for Maranatha, 4 players with 1 apiece. Delana Washburn has 2 for Coon Rapids, and the post entry kicked away and picked up by Kenzie Simmons. Long three, in and out. Beck the other way. Ntambwe, up and under. Got her own miss and one. First points for their leading scorer, and she'll go to the line. Good persistence in the paint to make it a 10-point game. 7:06 to go in the first. Oh for 3 at the line is Ntambwe. Maranatha with Jarnot. Slick pass. Daylor off balance. No. Slow to get up. Washburn had the rebound. Daylor looks all right, though, as she retreats on defense against Washburn, who has the step back, and the three went halfway down. Thomas at midcourt. Harmony Thomas underneath. Jarnot, jumper, no. Deflected out off Coon Rapids. Maranatha, though, always looking for that drive and kick. Working inside out, trying to create space. There's a little traditional post play, and it results in a turnover. Numbers for Coon Rapids. They'll back it out to Washburn. A long three, no. Sahlberg Thornton had the rebound. Ahead to Simmons. Ash Johnson fouled. Fourth team on Coon Rapids. 6:16 to go in the first. So both Washburns now with 2 fouls. Something to keep an eye on here if they pick up a third in the first half. Charnot halfway down. She's been close on a couple other attempts. Already has 2 threes in the game. Not shy about taking them. And when you play with a 10-point cushion, you have a little more leeway. Beck, triple team for a moment there and nearly hit the shot. Charnot on the run out, 3-on-2. Taylor fires it up. Can't get it to go. Sahlberg Thornton has it knocked away on the offensive rebound. Back to 2-on-1 with Washburn. Can't finish. And Simmons now the other way. Simmons long outlet. Charnot, yes. 8 points for Charnot. That's our first field goal in a while. And a 12-point game. Coon Rapids in the half court. Coon Rapids has struggled in first halves this year. They've really only had one good shot at a win going into a second half as Simmons misses. The ball out of bounds. Coon Rapids led Park Center by 3 at halftime, 3 games back. They lost that game by 10 despite Natomboy's 24 points. Otherwise, they've been outscored by an average of 32 per game. We've got a timeout on the floor called by Tyler Coley. 5:02 to go in the first half. Foul situation, 5 apiece. 29-17. 10 for Sahlberg Thornton, 8 for Chloe Charnot, the leaders for Maranatha. The Washburns have 11 on the other side for Coon Rapids. Camille Washburn has had 2 double-figure outings the past 2 games. After tomorrow's non-conference battle at Hawley, the Cardinals get into the thick of conference play following a little bit of a break. Maple Grove and Spring Lake Park, their next conference foes. Coon Rapids had an exciting postseason last year, if only for one game. They upset Blaine in the section quarterfinal, despite having just 1 win in the regular season. On the block, Sahlberg Thornton, now with 12. The lead now balloons to 14. Under 5 to play in the first half. Washburn tried to force it to Schmidt, a jump ball. It'll stay with the Cardinals. The sophomore Smith to inbound. The junior Alex Schmidt near midcourt. Delana Washburn on the perimeter, back to Schmidt. Pumps and drives and drew the foul. Ash Johnson. That'll be number 1 on her. That was their last foul to give. Cardinals will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. Smith to Brownell, and now Washburn. Short on the 3 and a 3-on-1. Charnot across the lane. Sahlberg Thornton. What a first half for number 30. 14 points. And the lead now 16. Washburn. Schmidt blocked by Ash Johnson. Simmons trying to push the pace, and here's Sahlberg Thornton again. Simmons a 3. That's good. 5 points for Kenzie Simmons. 4 threes for Maranatha. a 19-point lead. Washburn trying to cross over Jarnot. Ball handoff Smith. Right back, intercepted. Here comes Gigi Coleman now on the left angle. Ash Johnson, Simmons 3, same spot, same result. Kenzie Simmons. Now up to 8 points. She's made 2 consecutive threes. And it's a 12-0 Maranatha run. Schmidt doing work for the Cardinals inside the perimeter. Now Smith gave it away, and Simmons has another bucket. She's into double figures with 8 quick points. A 14-0 run gives Maranatha a 24-point lead with 2:54 to go in the first half. Tough sledding right now for Coon Rapids. Size advantage seems to be on the Maranatha side with the 2 bigs, Sahlberg Thornton and Ash Johnson. And remarkably, they're missing their best player in scoring, at least, Kayla Griffin. Could be a long year for the Maranatha foes in the skyline. New Life Academy, St. Croix Lutheran, St. Croix Prep, Cristo Rey Jesuit, Nova Classical, Trinity, Concordia Academy, and St. Agnes. Only 5 of the conference teams have begun conference play. Maranatha has not. They're trying to play up in class in the non-conference. They played in a tournament at St. Thomas Academy to begin the year. They beat Regis 68-64, lost to Meyer Lutheran 79-57. Maranatha, though, has a lot of youth, with 2 7th graders on their roster, 4 8th graders, and a freshman. Their starting lineup, at least today without Griffin, comprised of a freshman, a sophomore, a junior, and 2 seniors. 2:45 to go in this first half. Coon Rapids looking for anything to spark them before halftime. Schmidt a 3. Offensive rebound. Natambwe can't get it to go. Has another rebound. Natambwe with the kick out. Washburn a 3. Off the front rim. Cardinals with another offensive board. And Natambwe breaks the 14-0 run. She's got 4 points, and that's been one strength for the Cardinals, has been offensive rebounding. Sahlberg Thornton. Smooth jumper from 16 feet, and she has 16 points. Just 3 off of her season high with 2 minutes left in the first half. A steal. Sahlberg Thornton. No call as Natambwe swiped it away. They say it was clean. Washburn slipped but got rid of it. Natambwe is fouled. With 100 seconds left in the first half. Natambwe is 0 for 3 at the line. In fact, the Cardinals as a team 0 for 5 without a free throw in this first half. There's one, giving Natambwe 5. She goes 1 for 2. There's the designed outlet play that the Mustangs try to execute. You could hear Coley urging them on. That pass ahead to Sathri. Ended up out of bounds, and now Jarnot right off the inbounds play. This is on the 3. Rebound by Beck. 23-point game, 80 seconds left in the first half. Coley, the first-year coach, very active on the sideline. Big step by Matambwe, an offensive foul. Wipe it away. That was Jarnot taking the charge. And the first on the Coon Rapids forward. Well, a minute 13 to go in the first half. Not sure it's in Maranatha's DNA, though, to kill the clock in the final minute. Won't be able to do that for much longer anyway, with the shot clock coming. Not far from now. Oh, Jarnot with a bank shot. Bank open. I guess we're still in business hours. Her third three of the half. She's got 11. Double figures for 3 Maranatha starters. Beck traveled on the block. .44 seconds left. Maranatha trying to get on pace for triple digits in this game. They're not far off from 50 in the first half. Say 3, leans into a 3, no. And now Coon Rapids will see if they try to hold for the final shot. Washburn, elbow shot, left short. Sahlberg Thornton, what a first half for her, 16 points. Jarnot now uncorks and misses in the hands of Beck. 15 seconds left. Down to 10. Down to 7. Wide open is Schmidt. Can't get it to go. And a Washburn foul with 2.1 and free throws for Say 3. I mean, not only is that foul going to give Maranatha 2 shots here, but that's the third on Washburn. One and one, Say 3 hits the front end. Two for two, 2 seconds left. One final heave for Washburn. Got it off in time, and it was online, but a little bit strong. Strong first half for Maranatha. 48-20, they lead. Double digits for Kenzie Simmons, Chloe Jarnot, and London Sahlberg Thornton. A big first half for the Mustangs. We'll have plenty of stats to give you before the second half begins. It'll be a 10-minute halftime here. You're watching the Roseville Holiday Classic on CTN Sports. We'll pause here at halftime. Seconds away from second half action. Sam Ekstrom back with you on CTN Sports. Coon Rapids, tough first half. They trail 48-20. Stats from the first half for Coon Rapids, led by Delana Washburn with 6, Camille Washburn with 5, along with Jenny Natambwe with 5 more. Alex Schmidt contributed 4. Cardinals made 3 3-point shots, but went 1 of 7 at the line. That was their kryptonite in the first half. Maranatha, perfect 6 of 6 at the line, made 6 3-point shots, and they had 3 double-figure scorers. Kenzie Simmons with 10, Chloe Jarnot with 11, and London Sahlberg Thornton with 16. They had 7 different scorers overall, and they begin the second half wearing white, going left to right, and trying to extend their lead. Could be talking running time here in the second half if they get this to 35. Here's Sahlberg Thornton, who's 3 points off, tying her season high, missing the jumper to begin the second half. Coon Rapids opening possession of half number 2 in front of Tom Wico there on the Coon Rapids bench. Deflected out by Daler. Delaney Washburn will throw it in. She had 2 threes in the first half. That was their best source of offense, was the outside shot. Schmidt pumps. Hands off to Camille Washburn. And a 3-second call.
3 seconds is a call. Ball turns over to the Mustangs.
Mustangs get it back. Too many giveaways for the Cardinals in the first half, giving points to the Mustangs, often in transition. We'll see how long they push the pace in the second half, or if they settle things down in the half court at all with a big lead. They're going to keep shooting the threes, though. That's their style. Daylor misses that jumper. And Washburn will pirouette there by midcourt and give off to Delana Washburn. Pick set by Schmidt. The switch on Washburn, and there's the three by Camille Washburn. She now leads the team with 8 and has 2 threes. 25-point game. Simmons forces her way in the lane and a jump ball. And the Cardinals get it back. Nice theft by Washburn there to snatch it on the way by. And Coon Rapids will try to cut into the deficit further. This is our only broadcast of the day, but in person here, Holly and Egan will play next in the Roseville Holiday Classic. There's Jarnot, back the other way, off the steal. Simmons, the quick trigger, got it. Simmons is a potent shooter, that's her third three. And a quick release, too, for Simmons. Now has 13 points. 16 minutes to go in the second half. Daylor, 2-on-1, fouled. And heads to the line. Casey Beck with the contact. Foul number 2 on Beck. Seven for 7 are the Mustangs at the line. They are +6 in the free throw category. Daylor with 5 points on the afternoon. And they stay perfect at the charity stripe. It's a 29-point game. Now some full court pressure applied. They go over the top to Natombwe, left behind, picked up by Brownell. Delana Washburn now navigates on Daylor. Camille Washburn drew the double team. 15:40 to go in the contest. Good pass by Natombwe. Schmidt unable to get it to go. It is still loose in the corner and stays with the Cardinals. Mustangs, perfect 4-0 this year when they lead at half. No reason why they shouldn't push that to 5-0 here, up by 30. Schmidt, the cutter, took the pass, couldn't finish. Daylor to the block for Simmons, out to the elbow, knocked away by Schmidt in the hands of Washburn. Delana Washburn at midcourt. Drives the lane, tipped away. Schmidt swatted down by Simmons. And Coley wants a timeout. 53-23 our score. 15:06 to go. Coming up from Maranatha, Egan tomorrow from the South Suburban Conference. And then it's back to conference play on the 4th against New Life. And a rematch with Southwest Christian on the 7th, the team that eliminated them last year. Maranatha, 2 championships. 2011 and 2012 as part of their 9-year run of state appearances. Previously a single A team. Coon Rapids champions in 1981. And no state appearances in the last 24 years. So that swat by Simmons must have gone off a Cardinal because it stays here with Maranatha. A 3 is good from Jarnot. 4 threes for Jarnot. She's had a 2 or 3 go halfway down. Brownell forces one up. Offensive rebound, Beck, foul. And Beck a little bit hobbled getting to the free throw line. Free throw, no good. Beck trying to get her first point of the game here. Averages 5 per contest. Not that time. It's a good bounce back performance here by Maranatha after their big loss against Como Park. Daler, Sahlberg, Thornton. Shot was affected by Beck. And Washburn now goes to Delana Washburn. 14:25 to go. Post entry into Tomboy. Underneath, she swims up and hits it. Tomboy with 7. Sahlberg Thornton almost banked in a 3. Brownell with the board. Cardinals average almost 38 points per game. On pace for 40 in this one. 2 big strides by Natomboy, and she has 2 more. Trying to find her rhythm here in the second half. She's 1 off of double figures and now is the team's leading scorer. 29-point differential. Camille Washburn has the steal and a block by Simmons. Kenzie Simmons now at half court. Strong play by Ash Johnson. 3 no good from Kaya Nash. It stays with Maranatha. It's Elena Washburn trying to stretch out her shoulder after having that ball pried away by Sophia Ash Johnson. Kenzie Simmons again. Her 4-3. She and Jarnot each have 4 triples. And Simmons now is tied Solberg Thornton for the team lead in points. Solberg Thornton just picked up her 2nd. 13:10 to go, 32-point game. Washburn to Washburn. That 3-point heave left short. And Tomboy. We got a whistle before the shot and away from the ball. I think Solberg Thornton might have gotten popped. And they'll bring in a sub. Chloe Jarnot will replace her. It'll be sideline inbounds play here for Coon Rapids with 13 minutes to go. Tomboy left block, turns toward the rim. No basket of travel, they say. The naked eye thought it was good footwork, but it'll be Mustangs basketball. Reese Watson on the floor right now for Maranatha. Number 1 has it right now. Tries the 3, no. Tomboy snatched the rebound and got fouled by Ash Johnson. Her second foul. No serious foul trouble for Maranatha. Jarnut has 3. And Tomboy looking for the backdoor cutter. Didn't have it. Camille Washburn keeps it inbounds narrowly. Lost her dribble. And apparently still had it. Here's a good pass by Schmidt. And the finish by Beck. Beck's first points to make it a 30-point game. Jarnot straight on. Hauled in by Beck on the rebound. Beck double teamed in the backcourt. Delana Washburn with the blow by. The teardrop. No. Scooped up by Nash. They give away to Washburn and a foul on Watson. $11:51 to go. First foul on Watson. Delana Washburn, no points here in the second half. It was the 4th team foul on Maranatha. Coon Rapids just 20% at the line. Only their second make of the game there. They go 1 of 2, but Natombwe grappling for the rebound and has 2 more. She's the first Cardinal in double figures with 11. Simmons has 5 threes. In the blink of an eye. She now has 19. And almost all of them are on the catch. Natombwe cooks one in. 13 for Natombwe. A 28-point game. Ash Johnson down the lane, fouled. She'll head to the free throw stripe. The freshman has 2 in the game. Team's first miss at the foul line and wholesale substitutions for Maranatha. Got a healthy lead. We might see a lot of their bench here in the second half. No dice for Ash Johnson. 28-point lead, and that was very nearly over and back. Camille Washburn. Schmidt from the free throw line, no. Tough rebound for Harmony Thomas. Drew the foul. That's the 3rd on Coon Rapids with 10:56 remaining. 3rd on Beck. And the 3rd on the team. It'll be Harmony Thomas running point as Autumn Lenari with her on the floor. Olivia Lenari, number 22. Audrey Daler, along with Salberg Thornton, the 2 starters. 3 missed by Daler. Delana Washburn with the rebound, and she'll push the pace. Across midcourt, Washburn, the floater, got it. That gives her 9. Coon Rapids coming alive a little bit here. Olivia Lenari. Out to Thomas. Banked it in. Tyler Coley with a fun expression. Harmony Thomas with her first bucket of the game. And Coley almost as if to, wagging his finger almost as if to say, hey, that's only a good shot because you made it. 2 points for Beck on the other end. She has 4. Under 10 to go. A tie-up will remain with Maranatha between Lenari and Washburn. A tomboy coming back in for the Cardinals. She replaces Camille Washburn. Going to the basket here is Daler. Lost the ball on the way up and somehow finishing, falling down, Sahlberg Thornton's first points of the second half. She's 1 point off of tying her season high. Crossover, Washburn lost it on the way up, but a foul. Second on Thomas. Lena Washburn 1 for 3 at the foul line. And that gives her double figures with 10, so she has 10, a tomboy has 13, a couple starters getting into double digits for Coon Rapids. It's been a much better offensive second half for them as Lenari reigns in a three. 6 threes in the second half for Maranatha, giving them 12 for the game. Another foul. Things have gotten a little whistle heavy here. Autumn Lenari's first. That was their last foul to give. Cardinals will be shooting the rest of the way. Entry is knocked away. And a jump ball remaining with the Cardinals. Thrown into Schmidt, but thrown over Schmidt. Lenari's layup is no good. Autumn Lenari will have a better opportunity, and one. So Olivia couldn't finish, but Autumn cleaned up. And she'll have a chance for one more. This to make it a... They just gave the Raiders 2 points. Or I'm sorry, the Cardinals. We're in the home of the Raiders, so that's what it says on the scoreboard. The free throw was no good. The catch by Sahlberg Thornton, unable to finish. Yeah, so the scoreboard on your screen should be correct. The Cardinals were awarded 2 points while the Mustangs had the ball. Let's see if they get that corrected. Washburn has it stolen by Lenari. More numbers for Maranatha. And a lot of contact there under the rim. So the backups here for Maranatha trying to get moving in transition. Sort of like the starters did in the first half. It's Camille Washburn's 4th foul. Timeout on the floor with 8:11 remaining. Now they do have the score corrected here again. 72-39. If Maranatha makes these 2 free throws, that'll put us into a running clock situation. Maranatha pulled away in this one with a 14-0 spurt in the first half. They went from up 10 to up 24 and extended that to a 28-point lead at halftime. Their three-point shooting has been awfully impressive. A dozen threes. 5 from Kenzie Simmons. 4 from Chloe Jarnot. Those two could carry them a long way. A shame we didn't get to see Kayla Griffin, their leading scorer, who's out in this one. She's another guard who I would imagine can knock a few in from long range. Tyler Coley never stopping coaching on the Maranatha sideline. Same with Tom Wico, the third-year Cardinals coach. Cardinals trying to get a win under their belt. Looking at an 0-7 start. They play Hawley tomorrow. Slumberg Thornton now a chance to hit the 20 mark. Misses the second. Coon Rapids facing pressure in the backcourt. 34-point game. Errant pass collected by Brownell, and now nobody back to protect. Great play by Solberg Thornton. Somehow she recovered, got the ball to Daylor, and Coley called for time. And that brings us down to 7:54. Tom Wico, the Cardinals coach. Interestingly, also the Mountains View volleyball coach, multi-season, multi-school head coach. Maranatha, located in Brooklyn Park. Over 600 students and a great basketball tradition. Their largest win this season was by 40 against St. Paul Central, 71-31. Up by 34 right now with the ball. Still two starters on the floor for Maranatha, Daylor and Solberg Thornton. Almost all the starters on the floor for the Cardinals. And Tomboy came off the bench. Schmidt got the start. And a Tomboy in there right now in Schmidt's place. Simmons to the elbow, looks underneath for Lenari. It's knocked out. Audrey Daylor enters, replacing Simmons. Solberg Thornton. Her best of the season. 21 points. And a 36-point lead. And unless they have altered the protocol in this tournament setting, that should be a running clock situation. And it is. The clock will continue to move as Natambe with another runner. 15 points for her. Hit some tough shots here in the second half, has Natambe. Really fun player to watch for Coon Rapids. She completes the three-point play. Harmony Thomas runs the point, lobs it to Solberg Thornton. A pull-up, good. With Solberg Thornton underneath and all they have to offer on the perimeter. It's a well-rounded Maranatha team. They're going to be tough to beat against their AA peers. Turnover by the Cardinals. Maranatha makes a line change. But they'll keep Simmons and Jarnot and Ash Johnson in as starters. Reese Watson and Kaya Nash off the bench in there. 6 minutes to go in this opener of the Roseville Holiday Classic. Jarnot. 3 is short. A Tomboy the rebound. And here come the Cardinals. Beck. Face-up jumper. Rebounded by Ash Johnson. Intercepted by Natomboy. She'll stride to the rim. Left it short. Battle for the ball. And a Cardinals timeout. That'll stop the clock with 5:25 remaining. Coon Rapids led by Natomboy with 16. Her season high, 24. Natomboy was a little colder from the field in the first half. Her ability to be physical in the post would have been a good way to combat the sort of finesse game of Maranatha. Sahlberg Thornton is maybe not the true catch it in the post type of forward. She's really good at putting it on the ground, and she can operate kind of all over the floor. There's Simmons with a left-hand layup. 21 for Kenzie Simmons. I believe that sets a new season high for her as well. A couple games for the Mustangs were not reported, or their box score was not submitted, I should say. But from what we have, that is the most she's scored this year. Camille Washburn at the line. Next free throw would give her double figures. And she's the third Cardinal with 10 or more. Still a 35-point game. 4:20 to go. Simmons. Jarnot. Watson. Pickpocketed by Washburn. Nice move, but missed the floater. Simmons, long heave up the floor, picked off by Brownell. Washburn behind the back dribble. Post entry, Beck. Fouled. Watson with the personal, that'll keep the clock moving. Maranatha staring at a 5-3 record after this victory with Egan tomorrow. An even tougher test. Beck with 4 points, 0 for 3 at the line. Starters all in there right now for Maranatha. 5 points for Beck. 34-point spread. And a full timeout by Tyler Coley with 2:41 to go. Maranatha is closing in on their season high in points scored, 82 against Cretin-Durham Hall. They had 4 players in double digits in that one. 3 players in double figures today. Nine different scorers for the Mustangs in this game. Scheduled the rest of the way today here in the Roseville Holiday Classic. Holly against Egan. East Ridge against Centennial at 3:30. And the home team, Roseville, taking on Eastview at 5 p.m. It's a snowy afternoon. Hope everybody who's coming out here drives safely. Inbounds by Maranatha. The kick out. Daler, high arcing 3, no. Pinballs into the hands of Simmons. Here's Jarnot. Sahlberg Thornton spots up for the jump shot, and Beck has the rebound. .2:15 to go. Smith slings one in and stolen by Daler. Big first half for Sahlberg Thornton with 16. Over 20 points now. Sets up Jarnot. That 3 rattles off the front iron. Maranatha trying to match that season high in points. Natombwe, yes. She's up to 18 points. Turned into a really nice game for Jenny Natombwe. Sahlberg Thornton, a lot of contact, no call. Delana Washburn with the layup, giving her 12. .30-point game, and now a line change for Tyler Coley. Get 5 new bodies on the floor. A minute 19 to go. Kaya Nash runs point, got a pick, finds Harmony Thomas. Lenari to Lenari. 3 ball, no good. And Natombwe, the bounce pass over to Washburn with a minute left. A steal by Lenari. Nash a long 3, no. Natombwe another rebound, has Schmidt up ahead, but Natombwe will take it herself. Technically, that brings us out of running time. But with 35 seconds left, it may not stop again. There's a theft by Washburn. She has another layup. Padding her stats now with 14. 20 ticks on the clock. Count is on. Nash gets the pass away. 10 seconds left. Maranatha will be content to run this one out and move to 5-3 and bounce back from their loss against Como Park. A 79-53 win to kick off the Roseville Holiday Classic. Maranatha led by 28 at halftime to pull away. Coon Rapids falls to 0-7. And they'll get back on the horse tomorrow against Holly and try to get that first win of the year, with conference play getting back underway on January 7th. Cardinals were led by Delana Washburn and Jenny Natombwe. Natombwe with 20 on the day, Washburn with 14. Camille Washburn added 10 more to pace the Cardinals. Their 53 points scored was actually a season high, so offensively the Cardinals got something going, and that's something to build on for tomorrow against Holly. Big thanks to all who tuned in on CTN Sports. Maranatha 79, Coon Rapids 53. I'm Sam Ekstrom saying so long and drive safely out there.